Goodness freaking gracious. I don't know what I have to tell males, the average American male, to get them to understand that you're not a millionaire. You're not above average. And it's okay to be average, but stop pretending like you're above average and that a woman would marry you just to divorce you to get your little bit of money. You work at Walmart. You work in the distribution center. You work in the warehouse. You wear those fluorescent vests. You have no property in your name. You don't own a home. You don't have any real estate in your name. Your grandfather did not pass down an inheritance to you. I really be confused on what y'all think women are gonna get from y'all by divorcing y'all. You're not a millionaire. You probably won't ever be. And that's okay. But stop being delusional by thinking that women will divorce you just for they'll marry you to divorce you for your money. That pocket change.
This is why I say that women don't listen to men, right? Here's a woman that pretty much just glancery listened to like a few, I guess, male podcasts, or she listens to clips and thinks that she knows men's issues instead of actually talking to men. This is the problem with a lot of women, that they don't actually talk to men. They don't. I don't know if they like men like that, right? To care about men's feelings and their thoughts. For one thing, right? Men, right? Average men, right? These are the women that don't even talk to average men. A woman like that, she does not talk to average men. Because if you talk to average men, right, you would understand that average men are not necessarily worrying about a woman breaking up with them and taking half of their assets. Now, they do worry about that too. Because for her to be foolish enough to think that average men do not increase in value as they grow older, right? Eventually, I believe a good amount of men, right, will eventually buy a home, okay? Will eventually build up a savings, right? Increase in value as time goes on. Like not many men just stay stagnant and go nowhere, okay? So that can happen. But for average men, here's the thing. The key thing, what men care about, is the failure of a marriage. Most men, right, stick it out in marriages. My opinion, right? Because you look at statistics. Marriage is about 50-50. And women are the ones to divorce, not men. So really, one of the key things, like what you could take out of that, more than likely, women are the ones who leave marriages. So, what man wants to get into a committed relationship, a contract binding relationship, knowing that there's a high likelihood of the woman leaving you? Because it's essentially, you can predict the future in that kind of sense, right? So what logical man thinks that, okay, if I'm committing to her, right? If I want to provide for her, if I want to help her, right? If I want to protect her, if I want to do my best for her, what am I going to get at the end? Her leaving me. What kind of logical man would want to go through that potential hardship? This is about 80% of marriages are filed by women. So there's a high likelihood that you are one of the relationships where a woman will leave you. So this is the thing where women don't understand. Men are... But what I'm saying is that there's more than just losing half of your things, right? You can also now, if you have kids, well, now the courts are in it telling you when you can see your kids. See, that's painful, okay? And now you think the woman that you love, the woman that you committed to, is choosing not to be with you anymore. That's painful. What man wants to go through that pain? So here's a woman that really don't understand men, and she thinks she's talking to men. No, this is the problem with a lot of women. You don't understand men, so really you have nothing to say. What you say is illogical. Like I said, it's funny that women think men are like emotionless, that men don't feel, that men can't fall in love, right? That men don't understand failure of a marriage. Men do. I honestly believe that women are women themselves are essentially motionless when it comes to men. They don't view men as emotional creatures. But it hurts, right? To know that someone that you committed to doesn't want to be committed to you anymore. That's the main thing.
You got kids, that 50-50 shit should automatically go out the window.
Bitch, what?
Because I automatically, off the rip, just sacrificed my body, my life, my health to give you kids. And off the rip of that, I should no longer work. In this household, you should pay all the bills because you would not have these kids if it wasn't for me.
The insanity of women. Only when women want things do they say that it's your kid, right? They're giving you, it's your kids, okay? And yet when you want to raise your kids how you deem fit, she says, no, it's my kids, okay? When you, let's say this, right? When she wants money from you, it's your kids, right? She wants, oh, you got to send money for your kids. Okay. But now when you want your kids, when you want to see them, it's like, no, they're my kids. I'll tell you when you can see my kids. It's literally, women are just like, they're just using children. Women are just using children as pawns for whatever they want. It is absolutely ridiculous that women can't see that. Yeah, yes, I don't discredit the fact that yes, women are putting their health on the line, but they're not doing it for the man. They're doing it for their children as well. It's like, do you not see that these are your kids that you also choose to have? So really, it's like you're not choosing, right, to put your life on the line for a man. You're choosing to put your life on your line for your kids. It's like it's his kids when you want to say it. It's your kids when you want to say it, right? It's our kids when you want. It's just women just decide however they want to decide, and they pick and choose when they want to pick and choose. Also, like asking to be completely provided for, right? No 50-50, fine. Because of his kids, you're giving him kids. Okay, he controls like that. He's the leader, the dictator, right, of the situation. Right? It's his kids, so that's how things go. Women like that don't even follow men's lead. So really, it's like you just want to use a man. You're using children as pawns to use men. That's it. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So this is like the viral list right now, going around on all social medias. You can see it. I talked about extensively or in more detail on my YouTube, but this list essentially is a rejection letter to average men. Men that are not willing or capable or don't want to, pretty much the same thing, I guess, don't want to spend a good deal of money, right? Give women a lavish experience on the first date. Men that want to just get to know her first to see if there is a future or if it's worth going on multiple dates with her. Where men feel like it's not just a pretty much using him for an experience, using him for his money, right? That's not where you actually go on a date that because you want to get to know the person. So this is the thing where women basically saying, I want, a high value man, right? Men that will spend a lot on me. Men will take me to fancy restaurants and give me crazy experiences. I mean, a lot of these things I do agree with, which it seems crazy, right? Gym, church, your home. No woman's gonna, very, very few women will go to a man's house on the first date, especially if you're not, top tier men, I guess. But yeah, a lot of them are. I mean, a couple, just like a couple of them, are a little crazy. But the majority, this list is basically saying no to average men or men that have self-respect, value their money and time and effort. Right? Men that, let's say, this high-value men of a high tax bracket, the players, the bad boys, who are trying to game you, you know, yeah, they're gonna take you to the expensive date, hoping they can get some, right? They don't care if they get to know you at all. So, yeah, it's pretty much an FU to average men or men with self-respect.
Yo, this dating shit about to get real petty. So now the men have made a list of the women you should not take on a date, period. I just want to say that this list is irrelevant, fellas. Why? Because men are still going to deal with these type of women regardless.
I would say facts, right? Women are never held accountable because out there will always be a man for a woman. Don't matter if the woman's old, young, fat, skinny, below average or above average, whatever. There will always be men that will want them, that will want to have sex with them, that want to marry them, want to be in a relationship with them. Women cannot be held accountable because there will always be men that want them. That's a sad, honest truth. So it don't matter if men are trying to, one up them. It won't matter.